Hey everybody, 5thHorseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we are launching a new ship, a new ship with a new ship in it. And the commanding officer of this ship is the new recruit Magico Kerman, along with Barlong Kerman, who is actually more courageous but far stupider than Magico, and Kongan Kerman, who is lesser in both. I guess he's smarter, but not as courageous. So Magico gets the nod here to run the thing. Magico, of course, asked for his name to be in. Barlong and Korgan are just red shirts. And we are going to do our 3 to Minmus launch. This is a fairly standard thing. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, but I am going to make you watch a little bit of it, because we are going to talk a bit about the future of this series. Don't worry, it's not scary. We're going to board here. We're going to EVA some people. And then we're going to launch this thing. What's going to be happening here with the series is I've run into a problem, and that problem is I'm doing very repetitive things that are very time-consuming and very you've seen them before. I don't know the best way to say it. Oh, got a control from here. There we go. Much like this launch, you've seen this several times before. You don't need to see it again. This launch, though, only takes like 5 minutes to do, whereas launching to another planet from Minmus takes an hour or more, depending on if I screw up. And you've seen me do that twice now, and I'm not going to, or actually 3 times, because one of them I had to do it twice. I don't want to put you through that again. I don't want to put me through that again, but I have to do it. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be playing a lot off camera, and I still only have a certain amount of time I can spend playing the game in total. So that means you're going to see less. I'm going to still try to put an episode out a day, but these episodes might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 20 if we're lucky. At least until we start getting to other planets, which could be only a few days. In addition to that, I have a vacation coming up in 1 week's time, and at that point, I'm not going to be posting any videos for about a week. And I was hoping to have some videos in the can, but these 2 problems happened. Well, vacations aren't a problem. Vacations are awesome. These 2 things happened at the same time, and because they happened at the same time, let me do my staging here. Goodbye. Because they happened at the same time, I can't use any spare videos I have saved up to make up for my vacation, nor can I play on my vacation. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. And I surely can't record while I'm playing on my vacation, because the people I'm going to be staying with won't know what the hell I'm doing. So that all boils down to less episodes in the future, and I'm sorry about that. There will be still FTL episodes, and I might even be able to squeeze in an FTL episode every single day, but I don't know if that's going to actually happen. And I was way too aggressive with my gravity turn, which doesn't bode super well, but we do have a lot of extra fuel in this. Well, not a lot, but we have extra fuel in this ship. We usually dump these tanks with fuel in them, so I'm not too concerned. But I am going to hold out here until we get our apoapsis up to about 25, and then I'm going to jump down to 40. But anyway, so that's that. I'm going to send these guys up to Moon, or Minmus, I'm sorry, and then we will talk more when I get up there. Okay, really quick, I wanted to show you something here. We've just left Kerbin, but I just wanted to show you I've got the craziest orbit here. We are going to have a moon encounter. That doesn't really do anything for us. It just, it alters our orbit a little bit, but it doesn't actually help or hurt us that much. That gets us a Minmus encounter that I tweaked down so our periapsis was touching the station's orbit. Then, in one burn here, I'm doing a orbital plane change, a very slight one, and slowing down enough so that we get within 6 kilometers of the station. And I can probably do better than that. So that's what we're doing. And I just wanted to show you, because I just wanted to prove that I still got it. So I'll be back once these guys are at the station and we're doing whatever else there is to do. Or more accurately, we're going to enter Eve's sphere of influence with our Gilly crazy space train. And I wouldn't be surprised. There it is. There's Eve off in the distance. Pretty frickin' sweet. And Nuzor and Ankro had posted on the thing that he had accidentally thrown Nuzor out the airlock, but that didn't actually happen. So what we're going to do here is we are going to do our what do we call it? Arrow braking, arrow capture, which is always fraught with danger. But we're gonna do it anyway. Mostly because I don't think we have enough fuel to get to Gilly and land if we don't. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna fast forward ourselves all the way till we're actually at Eve. There she is. And boom, in the sphere of influence. Sphere of influence. And now we're in the sphere of influence of Eve. Sweet. Okay, now what we need to do here is hit escape, which is going to freeze time. We are this many kilometers off the surface. Our periapsis is here. Gilly's orbit is something, I don't know what, but I'll look that up as well. And I'm going to go to that website that I have linked to in my forum post that is also linked to on this video. And I'm going to fill in all these numbers, and it's going to tell me what I need my periapsis to be over Eve in order to achieve that orbit. So I will be back when I have all that set up. Okay, it has to be 7705121 for our periapsis, which is currently 101. I'm already aimed in the correct direction, so I'm just going to burn until I'm at 7705121. Seven. And obviously I can't get it perfect, but I can get it pretty close. Let's turn on RCS and just tap H. Whoa. That's definitely the best I can get. In theory, I could thrust limit my engine down to the bare minimum. And redonkulous. Okay, that is within 10 meters of what it needs to be. Now I'm going to, here's something I learned last time I did this. First of all, let's unthrust limit this, and let's also turn RCS back off. I want to double check it now, because moving myself has changed some of my things. So I am going to fill these numbers in again and make sure this is right, and I will be back. And yep, that's the right number. Well, 7705 something was the right number, but I am happy with this being as close as it is. So we are going to add a periapsis alarm, and we're going to do it, say, 5 minutes before. Let's add that alarm, and we're actually going to be dealing with our Ike ship before that happens. So we are going to, actually, let's do the fast forwarding here just because it'll be fun. Although I don't think we're going to actually fast forward all that much. We're not going to see all that much. I mean, we can see Eve moving off there in the distance, but we'll have to come back for the fun. Okay, so let's jump to the Ike all-in-one. And close the alarm and pause, and okay, he's not in the dark anymore. Oh, he's really far from Kerbin now, look at that. Yeah, okay, now I can show you what this ship does. It is kind of crazy. You will notice it has two main engines here. And they are not connected to the center of this thing. That's because this furnace is heavier than this printer. So I put these here, and they were still slightly off-center from the center of gravity. So I added this. This is like the rudder on the back of a... I wish I could... Let me turn this around. This is like the rudder on the back of a... whatever you want to call it, a helicopter, like the spinny blade that keeps the helicopter from spinning around. I have this thing thrust limited so that when the three of these things are thrusting together, they are perfectly balanced on the center of mass. And as fuel goes down, I think that center of mass is going to change a little bit. And then I can thrust limit this as it goes. And it's kind of nice. It's like a third wheel sort of thing. It just, it keeps it from falling over. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It has worked out pretty good. I'm going to restore this maneuver node. Then I'm going to aim at it. We've also got a scanner on the top here. Somewhere around here, unless I forgot it. Oh, yeah, here it is. I've got a prospector probe. And, yeah, this thing's just going to land on Ike. It has the Delta V to do so. At least that's what Kerbal Engineer told me in the VAB. And I think we're going to be good here. So... in an hour, we have a maneuver node, so let's just fast forward and get this thing over with. I don't know what's going on with lights. Close your armor and pause. Okay, this is a 534 meter per second burn. I'm going to hit F5. I'm going to do a test burn here. It is 4, so we'll just go down to 2. Go down to our node in, get it down to 2. And start burning right about now. Okay, and this is a boring maneuver. All it's doing is getting my orbit aligned so that I come in contact with Duna. That's all it is. And you see we're sitting here perfectly on the thing. Balanced on these 3 engines here. If I can show it to you. There you go. See, this little one's just giving me just the right amount to keep it going. I've also got a couple reaction wheels which help, but this definitely does something. If I change this one, he does go off center, so this is necessary. And cool. So, yeah, so this is going to be a boring burn. I will come back when we are heading towards Eve with our Gilliolin 1. And I have discovered a problem with my ship. Can you see what the problem is with my ship? It has no drills. I was going to place drills on this ship, I promise. And I forgot to. I'm going to have to send up another ship with drills and land it next to this one. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Well, I'm definitely not going to show you that. But I am going to do it probably before I handle the Gilliolin 1 because it's got to launch pretty quick because we're losing our window here. Our window to Duna is already passed, so it's going to cost extra delta V to get it out there. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, well, it gives me something to do, I guess. Okay, and that ship that is going to fix all my problems is this contraption. Yes, it's ugly. No, I don't care. It's got drills. It's got a place to store both the ore and the metal once the printer takes care of it and the stuff. It's got 2 pylons and a bunch of pipes so that it can attach itself to the other one so we don't have to land it very close. This here is going to get it all the way to the ground, and then we're going to dump it. We might just land on it and then fall over. Whoa, we've just done something crazy. And then if I take the gear down, nice and steady, it's gonna land on this and then fall over onto the gear. Pretty sure that'll work. This here is my lone reaction wheel, and it's got the lone solar panels on it. It is stuck out here because something, and it's probably these, but I didn't think these were that heavy, had the center of mass over here. So I put 2 girders and then put this thing way out on the end, and it almost brings the center of mass back perfectly. So that's just what you got. And I've got more than enough fuel to do what I'm doing. Because I'm launching a little bit late, I wanted to add extra fuel. These 3 fuel tanks, there was nothing compared to what it would be like to launch this thing off a Kerbin. But there's a pretty good chance that I'll have these fuel tanks when I get there and I'm all done. But anyway, so I'm doing that. Sadly, it's all the stuff that's happening, so I'm not going to be getting to the Gilly thing yet. But good for you, I'm not going to show you this. I'm going to align here and eject here and just go to town. So I will be back when something interesting happens. And that time is now. We are coming up on Eve. Here's our ship zooming in very dramatically. It is time to get this done here. We are 12 hours away from Eve insertion. I am going to close all but 1 solar panel. And then I am going to speed up time, and we are going to watch Eve approach quite scarily. I'm actually going to close all the solar panels and then raise this one. And yeah, when the time comes, I'm going to close this one, and we're going to do our aero braking, and magically everything's going to work perfectly for us. That's plan A. Let's go ahead and watch this happen, though, because this should be fun. Hey, Eve. We are 5 minutes from periapsis. Let's close our alarm. We're in the dark anyway, so I'm just going to close this solar panel. I'm going to turn off the computer because it shouldn't matter. I'm going to speed up time at least until... Whoa! Gilly all-in-one maneuver node? Why do I have a maneuver node? Let's restore it and see what it is. Close alarm and unpause. Looks like it's just I had it here for the fun of it. So let's go ahead and delete that. We don't care about that. Yeah, that's kind of alarming when you see it like that. But, okay, we are coming up. I wish it was lit up. Wait a minute. This guy has lights. Okay, yes. All of his solar panels are closed. I'm going to turn the lights off, though. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, we are in the atmosphere. Oh, why is the solar panel open? Retract. And in a perfect world, can I hit F5 still? I can. Ha ha ha, game. Not letting people quick save in atmosphere. Okay, we are basically just going to plow through the atmosphere. And assuming all the calculations were correct, our apoapsis will be up near Gilly's orbit. This is probably going to take a while. I would kind of like... I can time warp. Physics time warp here. Nuzor and Ankro are enjoying themselves, having a good time. Cruising over one of the oceans. We're getting a little bit of a spin in our ship because the computer isn't going. We've already aerobroke, and we are still on a get the heck out of here trajectory. So that worked for crap, basically. Not much we can do about it. It's just the way it is. But what we can do here is extend one of these panels, turn our computer back on, aim ourselves a retrograde. We've still got 1512 meters per second. And we only need about 400 to land on Gilly there. Total. So what we're going to do here is we're going to burn retrograde. Yeah, that was terrible. It always is. I don't know what the problem is. We are burning, right? Yes, okay. I don't know what the problem is, but I never seem to be able to aero brake correctly. It wasn't that bad, though. We scrubbed off a lot of delta V. We're not using too much to bring ourselves down, so maybe it's closer than I thought it was. But anyway, we're going to set Gilly as our target. We're going to bring ourselves down so that our apoapsis... Oh, look at that. We almost had an encounter there. We're going to bring it down so my apoapsis just gets to where Gilly's orbit is, which is just about there. We're not in any hurry whatsoever. We've already passed this one, and sadly this one is past that. But I'm going to add a maneuver here to bring us so that we don't aero brake anymore. Like, meow. And then I'm going to add a maneuver node here. Actually, we could probably do them both at the same time. Let's try it. Let's delete this one. Let's put a maneuver node here. What's our 13.9? So we're going to bring that down to essentially 0, which will also bring our periapsis to 124, which I think is above Eve's atmosphere. I'm going to verify that right now. Yeah, it's less than 100, so 124 is... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this periapsis is 124. Yeah, so that's perfect. So, that will get us aligned with Gilly. Then we can go around one orbit, and then out here, with our apoapsis actually at Gilly's orbit, we can set up a maneuver so we get an encounter, and it shouldn't be that hard to do. Although I thought that last time, if you recall. And it ended up being very hard to do. So we'll fiddle when the time comes. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. So, but the next thing is Ike drills. So let's go ahead and take care of them, and I will be back in 12 hours. Running on empty, running dry, running into the sun. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, this thing is burning away. We've got this maneuver node. This is gonna get it. Its Duna encounter, and I'm actually going to end things here. The Gilly lander is in a stable orbit around Eve, waiting for a fortuitous encounter with Gilly, or at least close enough so that I can burn to get to it. The Ike thing is going where it's going to beat this guy, I would assume. I have an Elu window. I had an Elu window coming up, but I decided to delete it. Just because I got so much stuff going on, I don't want to add another thing to send out. I would like to land a couple of these things and get them going before I do anything else. Yeah, we're on our way to Jewel. We're on our way to Eve. We're on our way to Duna. Things are going good. We've got the rescue thing going to Moho. So, yeah, we got lots of stuff going on. We're just waiting for them to finish. Hopefully next episode, when I come back, we'll be landing one of these guys. I would assume the Gilly one, but who knows with the way orbital mechanics works. I'm sorry if this was a short episode, and I'm sorry if we get short episodes in the future, and I'm also sorry if you get about a week and a half of no episodes, because I'm on vacation. But I'm doing the best I can, and the guy who's doing the best he can is 5thHorseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.